Morgan, yeah.
Morgen, Sir. Guten Morgen, Sir.
Und wie kalt ist es bei euch? Wie kalt ist es bei euch alle?
Ja, Frage nach Deutschland oder Deutsche.
Und auch in Indien.
Viel. Viel.
Ja,
In minus. In minus.
Minus.
Minus 5?
Ja.
Minus 5?
Äh, Nacht,
Also
letzte
sehr
Nacht.
kalt?
Ja, letzte Nacht minus 3 oder minus 4.
Hat es geschneit, Monika?
Nein, Sir. Jetzt nicht.
Aha, also ist es bewölkt oder ist es sonnig?
Sonnig. Gestern war sonnig. Erst
Ja,
gestern.
sonnig bedeutet ein bisschen, also die
Nicht,
Kälte fühlt
nicht
man.
Licht.
Ja.
Ja, nicht,
Ah.
ja.
Und Premada, wie ist es bei dir? Kalt? in
Morgen, sir.
Deutschland?
Yeah.
Morgen?
Yes, sir. Minus dry
Minus
grad.
3? Ja.
Ja.
Hat es geschneit? Hat es geschneit?
Ja, sir. Gestern war
Gestern gab es ein bisschen Schnee.
Hatte.
nein, sir.
Oder gestern
Schnee.
hat es geschneit.
Nein, sir. Let's say okay, ein bisschen Schnee war da.
Aha.
Ja, jetzt nicht.
Okay.
Ja.
Und die anderen? Wie ist es
In Chennai, es ist heiß,
heiß oder warm?
heiß, es ist sonnig. Ich bin jetzt auf der Terrasse und es ist sonnig und heiß.
Ah, das ist
Ja,
schön. Ja.
Ja,
ein bisschen laut Hauch von Bonn.
Ja.
Electric trains are going, passing nearby.
Ja.
Ah.
Mein Haus ist in der Nähe of Nungambakam Railway Station in Chennai.
Nungambakam Bahnhof.
Nungambakam. Exactly behind Loyola College, sir.
Oh,
you
I
are
see.
in College Road then.
Yeah. Yeah. Not College Road, that's the other side. This side
Okay,
it's Nungambakam, Nelson Manikam Road. That side.
Okay, near Nelson Manikam this side, towards Sterling Road.
Loyola College ist sehr, sehr bekannt. Also als Information für die anderen, die Chennai und die südlichen Staaten nicht kennen. Einen kleinen Moment, mein Tee ist bereit, ich brauche auch Tee. In Hyderabad ist es auch ziemlich kühl hier auf dem Campus, etwa 10 Grad letzte Nacht. Und dazu gibt es auch Wind. So ein bisschen Luft haben wir auch. So, ich hole mir meine Tee, das ist schon bereit, meine Frau hat angerufen. Ich habe auch eine Nachricht hier bekommen und gerufen auch. Alles hat sie gemacht. Tee ist bereit. Und das ist unten, das ist Technologie. So, jetzt, bevor ich meinen Tee hole.
Ja, ich habe eine Frage. Bekannte bedeutet notable oder famous?
Nein. Bekannte ist die, nein. Bekannte als Nomen, die Bekannte. Also ich kenne diese Leute, aber sie sind keine Freunde.
Known people.
Ja. Ich kenne diese Leute.
But you said Loyola College is eine bekannte uni.
Ja, also bekannt als Adjektiv.
That's right. So bekannte, that is again
Adjektiv,
famous
ein
or
bekanntes
notable.
College, das ist berühmt.
Berühmt oder, ja.
Bekannt. Also very well known,
Okay.
well known. But
No,
if
no,
you
in
use
English,
it as a noun, ja.
Go
In
ahead.
Chennai habe ich keine Verwandte, aber ich habe viele Bekannte.
Known, not relatives, yeah.
No relatives, but I have people I know.
Known people, yeah.
Known people. But I've not used the word Freunde. So I'm distinguishing between Freunde und Bekannte.
Okay, I'm coming to a question, different question.
Hmm?
Normally, I use this word in English. Ich benutze auf Englisch. Notable und notorious. Zum Beispiel,
Ah,
Mahatma Gandhi is notable and Godse is notorious, as far as the history is concerned.
okay.
Similarly, do we have any similar word like that for Bekante? Bekante for notable and for notorious, do we have any word?
You can either use the same word, notorious,
Unbekannte. Oh,
yeah,
notorious. Oh, okay, good.
notorious, or berüchtigt.
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 Laut.
Berüchtigt. Ein
Berüchtigt.
Moment, it's open here. The what?
Aber notorisch ist einfach. Ich kann
Ja, das
erinnern,
ist
ist
auch da.
einfach.
Beide sind Adjektive.
Hm.
What is this going on? Oh, okay. So. Berüchtigt. Das ist ein Adjective.
Berüchtigt. Okay. Oder notorisch.
Oder notorious.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, danke schön.
If you want something else, you can also use this even one. Schlechter Ruf. Bad name. Ruf is name or calling.
Rufen.
Hat einen schlechten Ruf. Einen Moment.
Okay. Hope people, you know the difference, certain differences. Cool and cold. Everybody knows invention and discovery. Am I right?
Yeah.
You know the difference. Like there are difference between cool and cold. We use cool drink, but we say we got cold. We never say we got cool. We never say cold drink.
Yeah.
You know the difference, no? Cool drinks
Yeah.
and cold. Okay, then it is fine. Similarly, this notable and notorious. If somebody says you are notable, it is fine. Notorious, if they say people are known for negative things. That's why I use that example. Mahatma Gandhi is notable, whereas Godse is notorious.
No, but that is a British history. So
No, that's
can
what.
it
Let us
have
not
a
worry about
different?
the history. I am just giving a clue to remember the word.
But that is a
Oh,
bad clue. We are also.
Then
I'm
sorry,
okay.
Uma,
happy
I will not
to.
use it. Sorry.
I'm notoriously notable.
Yeah, yeah. You can say that. I am notoriously notable in our class. I don't mind.
So you can always play with words that way. So jetzt der Text hier. Lesen wir diesen Text heute und machen weiter. Wir haben gestern eigentlich uns mit diesen ausgewanderten Wörtern uns vertraut gemacht. Also Anglizismen. Wörter, die in die deutsche Sprache jetzt benutzt, also sind jetzt benutzt oder die sind schon eingedeutscht. Sie sind Teil der deutschen Sprache. Die Frage war, sind deutsche Wörter auch Teil anderer Sprachen? Und hier haben wir einen kleinen Text darüber. Neuroze zur Arbeitung. So, erstaunlich viele deutsche Wörter haben den Sprung in eine andere Sprache geschafft. Das ist interessant. Deutsche Wörter sind Teil anderer Sprachen auch. Und darüber gibt uns dieser Text ein bisschen mehr Informationen. So, wer möchte damit beginnen? Die ersten, also 9 Zeilen.
Darf ich?
Bitte, Brigitte.
Ja. Wie
Ja.
kennt sie nicht die
Entschuldigung,
Klage?
Kuschi, wer kennt sie nicht? Also ich möchte
Okay,
das
so,
ein bisschen größer. Ist das besser?
ja.
Okay. So.
Wer kennt sie nicht die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache, bedingt durch die vielen neuen Wörter aus anderen Sprachen, die im Deutschen verwendet werden. Der Deutsche Sprachrat hatte das Klagen satt und fordert die Menschen weltweit auf.
Mhm.
Nach aus dem Deutschen ausgewanderte Wörter zu suchen und sie nach München zu melden.
Danke. Was haben wir hier verstanden als Einführung? Das ist ein ziemlich langer Satz. Wer kennt sie nicht? Die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache. Bedingt durch die vielen neuen Wörter aus anderen Sprachen, die im Deutschen verwendet werden. Ein sehr, sehr, sehr interessanter Satz von meinem Sichtpunkt, from my point of view. It's a lovely complex sentence. Was haben wir hier verstanden? Dieser Absatz besteht aus 2 Sätzen. Only 2 sentences in this paragraph. Also, wer kennt bis werden? And then from der Deutsche to melden. Only 2 sentences. B2. We are now going to have fun with such sentences.
Der Sprachrat motiviert die Menschen, die weltweit wohnen, fremde Wörter nach München zu melden.
Also nicht fremde Wörter, sondern deutsche Wörter in ihren Sprachen.
Ja, ja. Ja,
Ja, deutsche Wörter in ihren Sprachen. Also,
ja.
wenn wir uns diesen Satz hier mal ansehen, wer kennt sie nicht? Who doesn't know this? Know what? Die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache. That sie refers to this Klage. Was ist Klage?
So verb means klagen means to stick.
Nein,
Okay,
Klage, complain.
okay.
Ja, sich beklagen, to complain. Die Klage is the complaint, the cry, the claim. Yeah, or the statement of claim. The Klage is complaint. Who doesn't know this? Know what? See, it starts with a pronomen. Sie. What does this sie refer to? Worauf bezieht sich dieses Pronomen?
Wörter.
Welche Wörter? Nein, das ist falsch. Das Pronomen hier bezieht sich auf die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache. This sie refers to the complaint of the downfall of the German culture and language. Learn these written styles. You can always easily say, wer kennt die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache nicht? Remove the sie. Remove this comma. Put this entire sentence after kennen. Then you're grammatically what you've learned in A1, A2, B1 is perfectly all right. But remember, this is a slightly higher level, B2. So you should try to be a little more, appear to be a little more complex, a little more show off. I know more German. So I can break the sentence this way, put it this way, and it still makes sense and is correct, like here. So, wer kennt sie nicht? Die Klage vom Niedergang der deutschen Kultursprache. But what is this? Why the Niedergang? Why the downfall? This Niedergang is caused, bedingt durch die vielen neuen Wörter aus anderen Sprachen. Right? Und welche neuen Wörter? Die im Deutschen verwendet werden.
It is Deutschen, it's noun order because we
Das
are using
Deutsche,
capital here.
Yeah, yeah. It's a noun.
Oh, but
It's a noun.
declination, Deutschen.
Right? Yeah, it's a declension. It's an unusual usage here. I'll just give you that word. I think you know this. I think I've told you this also. I'm not sure now.
No, normally this Deutschen Kultur. So
No,
that
no,
means
no, no, no,
Kultur
no,
is
no.
noun, Deutsche is adjective.
It is, but there is a difference here. Der oder die Deutsche ist Person.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Also maskulin, feminine. Aber das Deutsche ist die Sprache.
Yeah.
Das Deutsche, Sprache. And now, the sentence here, I'll explain why it has come in. So, yeah. So now coming back. Is this clear? Aus dem. Why have we used aus dem?
Yeah. So dative.
Aus plus dative, and it refers to the German language, Deutsch. On Vasu, and the anderen now. It's not just for Vasu alone, but for every one of us. Deutsch, wie Vasu gerade gesagt hat, ist ein Adjektiv. Aber hier haben wir das Adjektiv nominalisiert. We have made a noun out of this adjective. It is very much possible and is done in almost all languages, but German, the visibility of this nominalization is clearer than in other languages. Very much clear, because all nouns in German are written with a capital letter or begin with a capital letter. So, aus dem Deutschen. Originally, this was an adjective. Correct?
Yeah.
Now it is a noun. But since it was an adjective once upon a time and is now a noun, that does not mean it will lose its adjective characteristics. Those adjectival characteristics are still there.
Okay.
Since those adjectival characteristics are still there, you have to add the ending. Aus dem, remember dative, singular, adjective Endung ist N. Und das haben wir hier. Aus dem Deutschen. Clear?
Clear. No. Thank you.
So,
Right?
das wird auch so mit bekannt.
Ja, natürlich. Any adjective converted into a noun has to be used with the adjective endings because it was originally an adjective.
But sir, if I am using adjective, if
As
I
a
am
noun.
using adjective form only, then
Naturally, the ending will still be there.
yeah,
Yeah, ending will
naturally,
be
but
As an adjective.
ending will be there, but we will not use capital. That's the
yeah,
difference.
So
Correct.
either we can use capital order if the adjective is also present of that noun.
So you don't want to use adjective, then you change it to.
Make it small. That's all.
Now it's not so easy. You have to use this in this manner. You have to
Okay.
you have to specify. You have to specify German language. That is das Deutsche. No, sorry. Das Deutsche. So when this specification will come with Sprache. So what Sprache? Deutsche Sprache. So die Deutsche Sprache. So aus der, and then adjective ending en. Deutsch is thus adjective.
Okay, sir.
Is it really at a B2 level or C1, C2 level, sir? This kind
This is
of.
B2. This is B2.
Okay.
See,
We should know this then.
we're already learning how to start being show-offs. Deutsch, kein Problem. Deutsch kann ich schon. This is B2.
Okay.
It's very simple. You just have to sit back and analyze it. Take your time. Instead of using such a big word, Deutsche Sprache, I just make a noun out of it. Das Deutsche. Das Englische. Instead of Englische Sprache, das Englische, das Ungarische, das Finnische, das Russische. So it means die russische Sprache, die ungarische Sprache, die englische Sprache. Why should you have die englische Sprache? Remove that adjective. Remove the Sprache. Merge both of them together. Give it a new form. Write it with a capital. Noun. It means the same. Think of it in English also. You go into a shop to buy some shirt or a sari or something. You ask, your initial questions start with the colors. Colors are all adjectives, always. Please, can you show me the blue sari? No, and please show me the green one with the red border or whatever. Then you have this selection in front of you. Madam, which one? Either you walk out, well, my wife does more often than not, after having 100 saris there, which is why I never accompany her into a shop, because I don't know how to face the salesman after all those saris have been pulled down. So I stay outside the shop. Much more fun watching people go by and traffic and whatever. So then when the salesman finally decides, or rather you have decided and the salesman asks you, which one? The blue one. You didn't use the blue sari. You simply said blue. I'll take the blue. I'll take the green with the red border. The green with the red border. The green what? Shirt? Trousers? 9. Sari. Because context is established. We use the color now, make a noun out of it. The blue one, please. Please pack the blue one. Please pack the green one. The difference is in English, we don't capitalize a noun. But we are still using it as a noun, the green one.
Sir,
Yeah.
von einer Verwandten. Is it correct? If I'm using Verwandten as a noun?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Use the adjective declension rules and put a capital V. That's the only difference.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
all.
Okay.
But this sentence is very interesting. Learn to formulate sentences like this when you write, but careful. It doesn't always work. You have to be also sure you don't get lost. Wer kennt sie nicht? Who doesn't know it? The complaint about the downfall of German culture language caused by the new words from other languages which are used in German. See how smoothly the sentence goes. It's not difficult. Keep this in mind. At some stage, we should slowly try to use this. Believe me, I'll get a great kick out of it if I see some sentences like these or structures like these in what you write and send to me. Oh, I'll really appreciate that. That means you've really mastered the language. Take your time, no hurry. But don't simply go through the text. Yeah, I've understood grammar, seen meanings understood, etc., etc. Learn and try to reproduce. So der Deutsche Sprachrat, believe me, there is a Deutsche Sprachrat. Was bedeutet der Rat hier?
Advisor?
Yeah, rules, advices, suggestions.
You can use this
proposals,
word rat with lots of places, lots of things. So what does it mean here, rat?
consultation,
Council. A council or a committee. So when you say the German Sprachrat, so it means the German Language Council. There is a board for German language, a board of advisors for language. It's there even in India. We have one for Indian languages and one for Hindi also. I mean, they're all constituted under the Government of India regulations. Yeah, so the Sprachrat does exist. Only I don't remember exactly where the office is, but sowas gibt es schon. You can look it up in the net later. So, and then next para, please, from here till here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ganesh, yeah.
Ja, bitte,
Passes.
pass.
Yeah. Die sportliche Idee des Rats hat sich ausgezahlt.
Mhm.
6000-fach. So viele Wortmeldungen gingen ein. Eine Bereich, eine
Bereicherung.
Bereicherung. Okay, eine Bereicherung. Neben den bekannten Klassikern wie Sauerkraut, Kindergarten und Weltschmerz
Ja.
tauchte eine Vielzahl neuer Wörter auf. Das schönste Beispiel ist vielleicht der Begriff Nuzu kaputt aus dem ostafrikanischen Kiswahili.
Ja.
In der Sprache bedeutet Nuzu so viel wie halb, kaputt eben kaputt. Und als Summe ergibt das Narkose. Okay, Narkose.
Ja, Narkose. Okay. So, was haben diese Leute gemacht? Also der Deutsche Sprachrat? Sie hatten das, also die Leute hier, sie hatten das Klagen satt. What is satt haben?
That is full.
Yeah.
Yes. Normally associated with food. When somebody asks you, noch etwas bitte, noch ein Brötchen, noch etwas Suppe. Nein, ich bin satt.
Nase voll.
I'm full up, not I'm fed up. Huh? So, also das ist genug, das reicht schon, das reicht genug. So that is the word here, satt. So they had enough of these complaints. So weltweit, the forderten die Menschen, they encourage the people to look for German words in their language. So they sent out a plea. Und diese Idee des Rats, diese sportliche Idee des Rats, hat sich ausgezahlt. This idea paid off. It got them rewards. Auszahlen, to pay off, it earned them rich rewards. 6,000-fold. That many suggestions and words were sent to them on this one inquiry.
Oh, fach berettet mal.
Times, yes, 6,000
Okay.
times.
I thought it is subject.
Right.
Okay.
6,000-fach. Einfach, zweifach, dreifach.
Okay.
Their text is einfach. That the text is it's only one fold. That means very simple. Vielfach, manifold. Vielfach, manifold. Many folds, literally. Multiple. So 6,000-fach hat sich diese Idee ausgezahlt. It paid off 6,000 times. Also so viele Wortmeldungen gingen ein. Eingehen, receive.
Yeah.
So many words they received. So many words came in. Eine Bereicherung. A richness. That so many German words are there in other words. The word Bereicherung here Außerdem, adjective reich. Wir kennen alle das Wort reich.
Yeah.
So look for words like these within a word that you come across, a new word. Bereicherung sounds strange to me. So reich, and then there's a ung at the end. So obviously it's a noun. So now rich, you have to make into a noun. That adjective rich has to be made, converted to a noun. So how will you do it? What is the conversion of rich as a noun?
Normalerweise Rechnung mit ir in
In English.
große
In English.
Buchstaben.
In English.
Richness.
Richness. Any other possibility? Enrichment, enhancement, gain.
Yeah.
So many synonymal things are there. Choose what you think fits. A richness, an enhancement, a gain. They expected only a few replies. They got 6,000 replies here. 6,000. And that is something positive. So neben den bekanntesten Klassikern wie Sauerkraut, these are classics, literally untranslatable. They are used as they are. What is sauerkraut?
Sauer is clean.
Mm-hmm.
No, sauber is clean. Okay, sauer is
Yeah.
bitter.
9. Sauerkraut. Do you know what it is? Anyone? Those of you in Germany, have you seen and ever tried the sauerkraut? There is normally no equivalent in English for this. It's used as sauerkraut. So those of you who are not sure, and für uns in the loose translation, which is not quite right, is pickled cabbage. Pickled cabbage. It's finely cut raw cabbage that has been fermented by various lactic acid bacteria. It has a long shelf life and a distinctive sour flavor, both of which result from the lactic acid formed when the bacteria ferment the sugars in the cabbage leaves. It is one of the best known national dishes in Germany. And to be very, very honest with you, and also my persönliche Meinung, please don't be influenced by it. Request. I think it is something, a taste that you have to acquire. At least that's what I feel. I did not find it very nice to eat. I, however, have eaten kimchi. Are you familiar with this kimchi salad? Or cucumbers, pickled cucumbers in vinegar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something
I don't.
analogous to that, something similar to that. Something similar. Pickled cucumbers are okay. I made them at home also. Kimchi I've not tried. Kimchi is made out of cabbage leaves. You normally get it in restaurants with a little bit of oriental flavor. It's basically cabbage leaves and very sour with salt and red chilies and so on. Kimchi.
Mhm.
But sauerkraut is left to ferment. It's fermented. So when you ferment it, the taste changes a bit. And if you look at the percentage value here, this is what you get out of the amount per 100 grams. This is what you have. No cholesterol in this. There's sodium because you added salt. Potassium, which is excellent. Fiber is 11%. 0.9 gram of protein, that's 1%. You have vitamin C, it's sour. So lots of vitamin C. a little bit of calcium, and vitamin B6. So it's good for health. Terrific shelf life. But I personally didn't like it too much. It was too sour, and that fermented taste I didn't like. Okay, so that's a sauerkraut. It looks something like this. Typical, as it says here, one of the best known national dishes. During the Second World War, it was used as a derogatory term for German soldiers. The British and the American soldiers, they called the German soldiers, the sauerkrauts are here, the krauts are here. A derogatory term. Okay, so let's get back here. So a little bit of that is over. Kindergarten.
Why kraut is decorative word?
Because it's something that you don't use for a person, for a human being. It was used in the derogatory manner. The krauts are here. All the cabbage heads are here. Pickled stuff.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's an acquired taste. And the way the Germans make it, they add a lot of herbs to it. It's not simply just vinegar or something. Lots of herbs also go into that. So that taste is not something that everyone can enjoy. So it's like, calling people of Asian origin as a curry people. Curry. Curry. It was used in England as a term that way. Curry. Yeah, so you're the curry guy, is it? So it doesn't sound like a compliment at all. And now, ironically, curry is very, very popular in England, also in Germany. There's also a currywurst. Have you heard about it?
Yeah. They love it.
Yeah, they love it. It's a specialty, if I'm not wrong, currywurst in Germany, in Berlin, if I'm not wrong. Or maybe it's spread to the rest of Germany now.
Even it's available in our office canteen also, so it's well known.
There you are. Traditional currywurst on curry ketchup. This word is from India. Yeah. This fast food dish, German origin, consisting of steamed and fried pork sausage, also bratwurst, pork sausage, and seasoned with curry ketchup, a sauce based on spiced ketchup or tomato paste, topped with curry powder. Und alle hier wissen, was Curry Powder bedeutet.
Ich glaube, es
Notes
ist
indische
Masala powder.
Yeah, and indische masala powder is quite complicated. Because once you call it curry, it's not the same curry that you use or same powder that you use for sambar and or rasam. The ingredients.
Even they know now the Germans, they know curry leaf also.
Yes, there you are.
They are coming to Indian shop and they are particularly buying these curry leaves.
So Indian words have also gone into German language. So kindergarten.
German teller. It entered in their food plate.
It's a very popular dish now. So what's in a language if it cannot be spoken by other people? You can't patent language and keep it to your country, to yourself. Nobody in the world is allowed to use curry. How can you patent it that way? Oder Weltschmerz. Was bedeutet Weltschmerz? What is the translation of Weltschmerz?
World pain.
You
Suffering,
think,
world suffering.
do you think this phrase exists in English, Welsh maths?
Kushi is our Google.
No, with English garnished.
Yeah. Do you think it exists
No,
in
sir.
English?
No.
That's right, Kushi. Kushi is, I think, reads a lot. She has a nice bit of information collected with her. So, Weltschmerz, wurde zum ersten Mal im 1827 benutzt. 1827, this was used for the first time ever, and it was by the German author Jean-Paul. He used it in his novel called Zelina for the first time in 1827. The word was never in existence before that. He invented the word and used it. And the meaning of this word was later given in a German Deutsches Wörterbuch by Bruder Grimm. And it's about a feeling which is very difficult to be translated. Auch English, im Englischen heißt es Weltschmerz. It's a kind of a sadness about the insufficiency of the world itself. I feel for the world. I'm sounding like Gautam Buddha, but that is Weltschmerz. To understand what I mean. So there is no English word for this. I feel not only for myself, my fellow Indians, my neighbors, but for the entire world. The entire pain of that entire world is what I feel. Weltschmerz. Very deep philosophy in this. So there's sadness everywhere, there's suffering everywhere, there's exploitation everywhere. Men, women, children, everywhere, anywhere in the world you mention it, they're being exploited. I feel that. I feel that deep feel inside, sadness, weariness. That is Weltschmerz. Kein englisches Wort gibt es bis heute. Weltschmerz, Weltschmerz. Everyone understands it as Weltschmerz. Learn these words. They're useful when you want to quote or use them somewhere as examples. Sauerkraut, Kindergarten, Weltschmerz. Und jetzt das schönste Beispiel, Nusu kaputt. Das habe ich euch den Gästen erklärt. Stammt aus dem afrikanischen Kiswahili, die Sprache, die im Osten Afrikas gesprochen wird. Und Nusu bedeutet etwa wie halb. Half. Kaputt. Kaputt. Kaputt ist kaputt. Ich bin total kaputt heute. I'm totally kaputt. It's used in English as kaputt. They've not tried to translate it. Yeah? So, kaputt gehen zum Beispiel. Are you familiar with this phrase, kaputt gehen? You heard this, kaputt gehen?
Ja, ich habe gehört, vielmal.
Was bedeutet das kaputt gehen? Also ich gehe kaputt. Ja.
Spoiled, repaired, not usable,
No,
damaged.
Suppose I say ich gehe kaputt.
I'm not in form. Ich bin nicht in Ordnung.
Right.
Broken down, you can say.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so ich gehe kaputt. That means I'm breaking down.
Totally
I'm
broken.
getting
Yeah.
exhausted. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Any moment I will collapse.
Frustrated.
Right? Now, one of the best posters I've ever seen. Vasu, please look out for this. This I would love to have. A sticker, basically. I saw it on the windshield of a car in Germany? Ich gehe kaputt.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous, fabulous sticker. Normally people say, ich gehe spazieren. Kommst du mit?
Hmm.
Hm? Ich gehe einkaufen. Kommst du mit? Normally people use it there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, in Skino.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
But this here, ich gehe kaputt. Kommst du mit? I love this sticker. So I'm
No,
breaking
what is the
down.
exact meaning? I
I'm
don't understand
breaking
because it
down.
gives it.
I'm breaking down. I'm collapsing. Do you want to come with me? So you also collapse with me. You want to accompany me? Consummators, do you want to accompany me? Right? So in the sense, the double meaning here.
Yeah, that's what it gives me
Ah,
the other meaning. Yeah.
yes. So I'm dying. Will you accompany me?
No, I'm getting tired. Come and entertain me. Please energize
No.
me. That is the meaning.
No. You come and get tired with me. You accompany me on this tiredness.
Okay.
So the wordplay is here. People use this very often. Kommst du mit? Ich gehe ins Kino. Kommst du mit? Like Geet just pointed out. Ich gehe ins Kino. Ich lerne Deutsch. Kommst du mit? I'm learning German. Would you like to accompany me to learn German? Kommst du mit? Ganz normal unter jungen Leuten. Ganz normal. Kommst du mit? Ich gehe Bier trinken. Kommst du mit? Ich gehe arbeiten. Kommst du mit? Ich gehe Skilaufen, Fußball spielen. Kommst du mit? Also das ist immer positiv. Aber hier, ich gehe kaputt, ist negativ. Und dann kommt die Frage, kommst du mit? I thought the humor was awesome. I couldn't get the sticker, windshield sticker.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it when I searched for it. So even in spoken language, you can use it. Suppose a boss or some colleague of yours in the office says, oh Mensch, ich gehe kaputt. You should immediately respond, warte, ich komme mit. Say that. Or if you are being on the Sie terms, warten Sie, ich komme mit. Wait, I'll accompany you. And then you see the kind of laughter or smile that you'll get from the German. Oh God, Mensch, du bist also Spitze. You are the top. Because this is absolute beautiful double meaning humor. Learn these phrases, people. This shows command over the language. Every time you use a double meaning, either with humor intended or with something that gives a smile, provokes a smile, it means you've mastered that language. And so this is German. And I've been lucky that since I love languages, I love punning and using double meanings. Anyway, coming back to Swahili, Narkose, also zusammengesagt, nur so kaputt bedeutet Narkose, Anesthetic. So, jetzt weiter. So, let's go on. What other words are there? Yeah. Wer möchte weiterlesen? This is easy, this paragraph.
Darf ich?
Ja, bitte.
Das Beispiel zeigt, wie die meisten Wörter den Sprung in eine andere Sprache schaffen, nämlich dann, Wenn es für etwas Neues noch keine Wort in dieser Sprache gibt. Besonders ins Russische sind deutsche Wörter ausgewandert. Vom Vorschmack Hering, Vorspeise bis zum Butterbrot-Sandwich, allerdings ohne Butter.
Ja. See the way the words have gone. Also aus dem Deutschen ins Russische. Das Russische.
Russisch.
Yeah? So the same thing I just explained to you earlier. Remember? Russisch als Adjektiv und jetzt als Nomen. Das Russische. Und dann gibt es auch ein Wort hier. Wie die meisten Wörter das schaffen. What is this word schaffen? This example shows
win.
how
We can
Yeah.
master. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah, you win it. You make it.
you
made
make it. Correct. This is how many words, or most of the words, make the jump into another language with a small change in meaning at times. Nämlich dann, wenn es für etwas, also Neues, noch kein Wort in dieser Sprache gibt. Especially if that language does not have a local word for it, then they use this word with a slight change in meaning. But it's used, like kindergarten. So we use kindergarten, not garden, we say kindergarten, and we have changed it to upper KG, lower KG. Now maybe one middle KG will also come in. We've changed the meaning. Everyone understands what is kindergarten, LKG. Even people speaking Telugu, Hindi, and other languages, they talk about the children. They will use everything in the local language, but the word KG is still used as KG. मेरा बेटा केजी में जा रहा है, केजी में पढ़ता है, केजी में है, यूकेजी में है, एलकेजी में है. Ganz normal, even in my mother tongue, Telugu here, LKG, UKG. So what will you call it? A Telugu word, Hindi word, Marathi word? Nein, das ist ein deutsches Wort. Aber jetzt ist es Englisch geworden. So it has, because there is no equivalent for this. So similarly in Russian, there is no equivalent for Vorschmack. Und Vorschmack im Russischen ist eine Vorspeise. Was ist Vorspeise? Vorspeise.
Starter, you can say. Starter.
Starters. It's starters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's normally
starters.
fish starter. Yeah? So
Yeah.
fish. Herring is a fish. They are herring. These are small, long, thin, narrow fish. They're normally packed like sardines. They are packed. Oh, let's try the German word then. Herring. Oh, it's a herring fish. Then I'll have to say fish. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's use it this way. This is a herring. When you learn a language, you have to learn words like these also. This is a herring fish. And the other one we'll do later. We don't need that now. Sardines, for example, they're very popular there. Okay. Und Butterbrot, das ist auch ein deutsches Wort, aber
Ja.
im Russischen, das ist ein Sandwich ohne Butter. But it's still called Butterbrot. In German, the meaning is a sandwich, layered. 2 slices of bread with something in between. This word sandwich is an eponymous word. It is based on the creator of this word. There was an Earl of Sandwich in England, one of the royal class, royal family. who did not want to be disturbed at his favorite hobby. So when his cook came, he asked him what he wanted to eat, since he was very, very busy with his horses and sports and other royal activities. He said, make something simple and fast. So according to the story, we don't know how far it is true. At least I don't know how far it is true. It's not a WhatsApp story. His cook brought him 2 slices of bread. In between, he had put some layers of meat and brought these bread slices and gave it to him. When I say bread slices, don't think of Britannia bread today. Bread in those days used to be pretty long, big, and pretty fat. So 2 slices is something about this big. Within that, meat. So this Earl loved what was given to him. And he said, this is a standard dish for me, so keep making this for me frequently. And since there was no name for this dish, it was named after this person. And when you have a name like this for a dish or anything named after a person, it's called eponym, E-P-O-N-Y-M. Eponym. So sandwich ist actually ein Eponym und kommt aus dem Englischen. Und das wird auch im Deutschen gebraucht und auch in unserem Land. See how words travel, how language grows. Yeah, okay, let's go on to the next part, till the 40th line, 10 more lines here. So wer möchte hier lesen? Die Ausgewanderten. Ja, bitte. Ja, wer möchte lesen?
Darf ich?
Ja.
Die ausgewanderten Wörter spiegeln oft Sinnesbild wider, das sich vielen Völkern von den Deutschen machen. So Grenzen finden gerne die Besserwisserie aus, genauso wie die serbischen Schüler den Streber. Ihre Hausmeister nennen die Finnen Vaptimestari von Wachtmeister, während die Japaner mit der Arubaito eine Teilzeitarbeit besitzen, die neben dem Hauptjob verrichtet wird. Die Engländer wiederum kommandieren ihre Hunde bevorzugt auf Deutsch herum Platz Pfui.
Ja, Platz oder Pfui?
Pfui.
PF
Okay.
together, Pfui.
Ja, Pfui.
Okay, so noch weiter. Die ausgewanderten Wörter spiegeln oft jenes Bild wider. Please note the spelling, wider. Pronunciation is exactly the same as W-I-E-D-E-R.
Ja.
So was bedeutet widerspiegeln hier? Und was bedeutet widerspiegeln? With the E.
Spiegel ist Mirror, ne? Contrary mirror.
Widerspiegeln is ein Verb. It means to reflect.
Contrary reflection.
W-I-D-E-R, not W-I-E. Please note.
Yeah, both is
Pronunciation is the same.
same.
And they all they reflect the picture of the original language. What the Germans, it was a German word. So a German word shows the reflection of the culture of the people of Germany in that new language. So for example, the Leute aus Finnland, the Finner,
Yeah, Finland.
plural, the Finnen, der Finne, F-I-N-N-E, der Finne is a man, person from Finland, and Finnen, plural. They have this word Besserwissery. So what is this Besserwisser in German? Und da gibt es auch ein anderes Wort hier, ausgrenzen. They exclude this word Besserwissery. It's a negative meaning there. Auch im Deutschen ist es ein bisschen negativ. So grenzen Finnen gerne die Besserwisserie aus, genauso wie die serbischen Schüler den Streber. Because its word has a negative meaning. And Besserwisser of Deutsch, with W, is a person who pretends to know everything, or who thinks he knows everything or she knows everything. It's called a Besserwisser. So slightly negative. People who know everything about everything or everything about anything. They call it Besserwisser. Now we had one, just to give you an example, we had one in our university, or my accountant for my college then. He became quite notoriously notable. Our college had something like 28 departments. Naturally, 28 different subjects. There was not a single subject that he did not know about. And he would tell the senior most of all professors, or all the professors, about their own subject in a very superior way. So many of us simply accepted what he said without arguing. So Besserwisser. And the same word is there, Streber, in Serbian. This is again a German word, Streber. Also, streben is to aspire for, to strive for. So somebody who's aspiring for something or striving for something. Both these words are ausgegrenzt. Also, ausgrenzen hier. Ausgrenzen hier bedeutet to exclude. They're not used. So, ihre Hausmeister nennen die Finnen Vatimesteri. Also Vatimesteri kommt von dem deutschen Wort Wachtmeister, night watchman. So most of the Finnish people, they stay up late. They can stay up late. They have these long nights in winter. So since they stay up late, they are night watchmen. Vatimesteri. Und die Japaner haben das Wort Arubaito. Das ist ein Teilzeitarbeit. Und die Engländer kommandieren ihre Hunde auf Deutsch. Platz! Pfui! That means stop, sit, stay. German words. The same commands are given in German. And the English do the same. And yeah, the next 10 lines, please. Some more German words.
Sir.
Ja, bitte.
Ja. Besonders erfolgreich waren und sind die Wörter aus dem Oktoberfestkomplex. Kippes heißt auf Finnisch und in Tanien so viel wie Prost. Das Wort Gemütlichkeit bedeutet im amerikanischen Volksfest und wenn ein
Checker.
Checker
Checker.
eine Runde spendiert, so bekommt jeder im Lokal was zu trinken. Die Japaner bestellen ab und zu ein Kirschwasser Kirschwasser und wenn die Franzosen und Schnaps zu viel hatten, beschimpfen sie ihren Freund schon mal als Blödmann.
Ja, danke. So you see how the German words are used with slight changes. So Wörter aus dem Oktoberfestkomplex. Das Oktoberfest ist das größte Volksfest in Deutschland. So we know about it already. Yeah? The biggest folk festival or the folk festival. In German, you have to read it as folk. Not folk, but folk. So Kip S. This Kip S here in German, or the way it is used in Finnish, bottoms up. So in one draft, you have to finish what is there in that class. One draft, one gulp, without taking that mug away from your lips, the tankard away from your lips. Kip S. So one gulp, just everything gone and down. Aber this Kip S, I don't want to go into too many regional connotations here. It's 1 liter beer. 1 liter, 1000 ml. Not 200 ml or 100 ml, not this quantity. It's a full ein Maß beer. It's a huge quantity which one has to learn how to drink in German, in Germany, and with the language. This is 1 Maß. Eine Maß entsprach earlier 1.069 liters. And this is served at the Oktoberfest. The glass itself is heavy. Yeah, it's the Maß here. And this single lady, this person, look at how many beer glasses she's carrying, or beer mugs as they're called, tankards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, vielleicht noch eins hier. Alle Gläser auf einmal. Eine Krüge auf einmal. This is called Krug. Alle auf einmal. All 10. This is something you have to see to believe. Normally without spilling anything. So there's no tray, by the way. There's no tray here. You can see part of a skirt. It's all in the hands. Awesome. Again, Deutsche Kultur. Oktoberfest. So, das Finnischwort dafür, Kippes. Und in Argentinien, da sagt man Prost. Das ist wie Prosit oder Prost, auch im Deutschen. Und im Amerikanischen heißt das Wort Gemütlichkeit Volksfest. Und eine Runda in dieser Sprache, tschechische Sprache, heißt jeder im Lokal, Pub, Bar. Jede Person im Lokal bekommt was zu trinken kostenlos. So, ich spendiere, I donate, I call out. Eine Runde, also ich mache eine Runde, so I'll pay for everyone in this bar. So have one at my expense. So here Runda is from the German word rund. 1 round for everyone. 1 round on me, I pay. Die Japaner bestellen Kirschwasser. Kirschwasser ist Kirschwasser. Was ist ein Kirsch oder Kirsche? Die Kirsche.
Church.
Nope, nope. Please see the spelling again.
Kirsche, that's right.
See the spelling. Die Kirsche. There's an S here.
Cherry.
Die Kirsche is cherry. It's a fruit. So Kirschwasser. Yeah. Kirschwasser is cherry brandy. Brandy normally has got very high alcohol content. And as you see, cherry, the fruit may be colored, and the brandy is normally white. This is cherry brandy. The church that you're talking about is without the S.
S.
S is not there. Kirche. 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 Please note the pronunciation. Kirche. Ich. Kirche. The other one is Kirsche. Kirsche. Die Kirsche. You add an S, the pronunciation changes, and it changes in meaning. You want to say, I prayed in the church, or I went to the church. Don't misspell the word or mispronounce the word. So, going back to what I had spoken to you about, Aussprache, pronunciation ist sehr, sehr wichtig. Kirche, Kirsche, Kirsche, Kirsch. Und Kirche. Please distinguish between the two. So, zurück jetzt. Und wenn die Franzosen en Schnaps zu viel hatten, en Schnaps, one Schnaps. Schnaps is again a German word. And Schnaps was better than Schnaps. Their Schnaps. Normally brandy. Then they abuse their friend and call that friend Bloodman. And Bloodman is a German word. And what does it mean, Bloodman? Idiot, stupid. Don't translate it with bloody man. It's nothing to do with bloody man. And bloodman is somebody who's very stupid. Yeah. Okay, and then the last two bits here, and we have learned a few new words, unusual words here. So quite a bit.
Sir, can you?
Ja, bitte, Premada.
Eine gewisse Freund kennt der Sprachrat nicht verbergen, wenn meldet, dass es ein deutsches Wort sogar in die britische Jugendsprache geschafft hat. Stadt Mega heißt es in London und Liverpool nun Uber. Sogar in der Computerdomäne konnten sich deutsche Ausdrücke festsetzen. Israel nennen das Zeichen Strudel und die Russen sagen Brandmauer für die Sturzsoftware, die neue Deutsch Firewall genannt wird.
Completed, Premada.
Yeah.
Very few lines
Then,
here. Yeah.
Ja, den größten Triumph im Wettstreit der Sprachen hat vor uns aber das Wort Handy errungen. Es wurde nämlich im deutschen Sprachraum erfunden, auch wenn es Englisch klingt. Doch nun sind immer mehr Amerikaner zu hören. die ihr Mobile auch Handy nennen. Ist das nicht cool?
Danke. Yeah, the ending is very nice. So there's a certain joy that the Sprachrat, this language commission, cannot hide. Verbergen, to hide, to conceal. Verbergen, verbarg, verborgen. It's a strong verb. And since it's a new word, I'll give you the equivalent here. Moment. So normally I write it in a shortcut form. It will save a lot of space for you also. Verbergen, verbarg, verborgen. So this is your Präteritum and plus perfect. Verbergen, verbarg, verborgen. And then the conjugation.
Ver-
So I give you the conjugation for dritte Person Singular.
yeah,
The rest you know how to conjugate. Ich verberge. Ich verberge. Du verbirgst from here. Sie verbirgt. Wir verbergen. Ihr verbergt. Sie verbergen. So all you need for any verb is this third person singular conjugation, which will help you to use it with the do form also. For the other pronouns, use the infinitive. And this is what you should note down whenever you come across a new verb. Präteritum und Partizip 2 Formen. Natürlich by allen starken Verben. For weak verbs, you don't need to note this here. Yeah, so verbergen, to conceal or to hide. So there's a certain joy that this commission cannot hide when it reports that one German word has made it into the youth language or language of the youth in England. They don't use the word mega anymore for anything. Mega means huge, beyond, big. Instead, they use the word Uber, which is again über, which has been anglicized. Oh Mensch, der Film war ubercool. Der Film war ubergut. Also mega cool, nein. Ubercool.
Sir, is
Yeah.
that the same word that has come for the cab service? Uber?
No,
Eh,
Uber is an American thing. Uber cabs is coined in America, not from Germany. Unless there is a German background. As far as I know, no.
Okay, sir.
Und in der Computerdomäne gibt es auch deutsche Ausdrücke. Zum Beispiel dieses Zeichen at heißt in der israelischen Sprache Strudel. Why is it called a strudel? Anybody, any local knowledge here? Strudel? Was ist denn Strudel? Der Strudel. A strudel is a whirlpool. Water going round and round and round at one place. It's a vortex or a whirlpool. It's a very interesting word here. Strudel.
Strudel. So how to pronounce it? Strudel?
Stru. S-T-R.
True.
And the S is
Yeah.
always with a sh sound. Strudel.
Yeah. Strudel.
Okay, that is the original meaning of strudel, whirlpool. And the extended meaning is an Apfelstrudel. It's a pastry. It's a layered pastry. It's like our lacha naan. It's in layers, no? One after the other. So this layered pastry, Apfelstrudel, is again in layers which are laid one on top of the other. And since this letter A or at the rate has got these round, and it goes on and on, it's called Strudel. Und die Russen benutzen das Wort Brandmauer für die software. Everyone knows this word, Brandmauer. Yeah, das Wort auf Englisch heißt Firewall. Brand in German means fire. They are Brand. And Mauer is wall in German. Die Mauer, wall. So it's a direct translation into English, Brandmauer, Firewall. Aber die originelle Bedeutung, Brandmauer, people, can anybody tell me the meaning here? Pembada? Monica, Basu, what is a Brandmauer in German? Firewall in German. The original meaning, I don't want the computer meaning.
So I don't know.
9?
9, sir. Should
If you notice this, you will have this here. I'm looking for a clearer picture. I don't have a clearer picture here, unfortunately. Yes, this will do. Yes. No, it's an ArtNet. Nein, auch nicht hier. A Brandmauer is literally a firewall. I hope I can find something to show you people. It's a fine, narrow strip of wall between two buildings, which the Germans use to spread fire from spreading from one. Here, this is better. Got it. There's one building here.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another building here.
Yeah.
Between these two buildings, there is a separate wall.
Yeah.
This is Brandmauer, firewall. It's protecting one building from another building so that the fire from this does not immediately spread to this. This acts as a kind of a barrier. So between two houses in Germany, any two buildings in Germany, a small gap is left, and that gap is filled up with this wall. Not like India, where we put my wall is here, your wall will be here. So we have one wall here and another wall in India. So common wall we don't have, because I don't want to use your wall as my wall. So I also build a wall, but it will be sticking close to your wall. In Germany, that is not allowed legally. Also here, Brandmauer, between this roof and this roof. And now
Sir, it is between all the houses.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
It's
I
by
have
law.
realized. I have seen, but I didn't know about this.
Yeah. This is a Brandmauer.
Yeah. Generally, we can see in every house, every two houses between.
Between two houses, genau.
Yeah.
So now it has come into computer language and translated, and now we use it as firewall. I think all of us know the word firewall, isn't it, from the computer language?
Yeah.
But the biggest triumph, der größte Sieg, victory, in this competition of languages is das Wort Handy. Ja, erringen, errang, errungen. Das ist auch ein neues Wort für uns.
Verb.
Ja, erringen, errang, errung. It means to achieve, to attain, to reach, to obtain, to get. So den größten Triumph hat das Wort Handy errungen. The biggest victory has been achieved by the word Handy. Es wurde im deutschen Sprachraum erfunden, invented in the German-speaking area, even if it sounds English, auch wenn es Englisch klingt. But many Americans today use the word handy instead of mobile? So the word handy is replacing the word mobile. And then the author of the small piece says, "Ist das nicht cool?" So in this German text, this author is using an English word, cool. Viele deutsche Jugend benutzt das Wort cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Ja, echt cool.
Ashish cool.
It's also part of Indian English now. Cool. So an interesting thing about languages and how languages propagate, die überleben die Sprachen, how they survive. The more the speakers, the more the international contact, Globalisierung. Und durch diese Globalisierung werden neue Wörter, so die wandern ein, sie wandern aus. Und sie werden also akzeptiert. Je mehr Menschen sie brauchen, desto lokal werden diese Wörter. So, think for a small, short presentation, a possible topic. Okay, and that's my question. Welche deutschen Wörter würden Sie gerne in Ihrer Sprache aufnehmen? Gibt es deutsche Wörter, die Sie oder die ihr aufnehmen würdet? Which you would like to accept into your language? Oder welche deutsche Wörter findet ihr schön oder besonders schön?
Tuk-tuk.
Das ist kein deutsches Wort.
Ja, Sir, aber ich habe gelesen Tuk-tuk für...
Tuk-tuk kommt aus Asien, kommt aus Thailand und Vietnamese.
Okay. But it has a meaning, yeah? Vehicle. Yeah,
Tuk-tuk is a
auto.
three-wheeler.
Yeah.
That used to be the old Hindi. In Delhi, there used to be a motorcycle, three-wheeled motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
Carrying passengers. That would be called fatfati.
Yeah.
From the sound that the motorcycle made, pat, 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 pat. So they call it fatfati. Of course, they don't exist anymore. They've been removed from the traffic. They're very polluting. So the tuk-tuk is for an auto, a three-wheeler auto. Aber das kommt aus dem Thai und aus dem Vietnamesischen.
Ja, es klingt auch so.
Ja, tuk-tuk. So, gibt es deutsche Wörter, die Sie besonders schön finden?
Zusammengehörigkeitsgefühl.
Super. So you would like to adopt this word?
Yeah, I can speak properly.
Good, Kushi. Sehr good. What about the others? Which words would you like? German words. Into your languages. Your mother tongue. Ja, kaputt.
Ja.
Okay. Und die anderen? Ja.
Sprechen, sir.
Sprechen.
Yeah.
Sprechen, there are equivalents for that word in our language. Remember the condition, I didn't read the second half of the question. Wofür es in ihrer Sprache kein Wort gibt. There is no word for that in your language. So which are these German words you would adopt? For which there is no equivalent in your language. Russian, there are plenty of equivalents in our language.
So tau.
Yeah?
Tau. So tau.
Toy.
Yeah, toy.
Sehr gut, Premada. Ja, toy. Why not? Ja? Welche noch? The anderen.
Prima.
Prima, yeah, ist auch gut.
So genau.
Genau so.
Genau, so, ja.
So.
Genau gibt es schon in Hindi. Ich weiß nicht, ob es in anderen Sprachen gibt. Genau is exactly. Precisely, exactly. Bilkul, as they say in Hindi, bilkul.
This sound like so.
Also, ja.
Okay. Yeah. Think of it in a conversational way. This question is meant for conversational purposes. So in an oral exam, suppose you ask, also, gefällt dir Deutsch? And you say, ja, Deutsch gefällt mir sehr. So, welche Wörter sind also gefallen Ihnen am besten? Suppose this question comes to you. Just for fun, just to know or test your knowledge. Even if you can't answer, it doesn't matter, but then it shows that you have not got the hang of the language. But an examiner will not penalize you too much. Just for that, you should be able to answer quickly.
Ja, Sir, vor dem Teils fragen Sie einige sehr einfach Fragen wie warum
Ja.
lernen Sie Deutsch?
Genau. So
Und
suppose
solche
this question.
Fragen. To make
Welches
us
deutsche
comfortable.
Wort? Genau. Genau. Das meinte ich. So in such a case, you should be able to answer like this. Welches deutsche Wort gefällt Ihnen am besten? And be prepared for the next question, warum?
Oh, danke.
Die zwei Fragen kommen normalerweise zusammen. Warum?
Ja, why and warum?
Ja. Be prepared, because at the B2 level, man weiß ja nicht, was gefragt wird. Wir haben keine Ahnung. Remember, B2, like Vasu pointed out humorously, ist das B2 oder ist das C1? You are at a fairly high level of knowing German. One assumes you know a few words that the others don't word. Weltschmerz, Sauerkraut, Kindergarten. I always liebe das. A garden for children. So, warum gefällt Ihnen das Wort? Also, Garten bedeutet für mich viele Blumen. Und Kinder sind schöne Blumen. Fabulous explanation, happy. All children are beautiful flowers. So, kindergarten, I have this build. Give some explanation like that. Examiner is more than happy. Oh, okay, so schön, that's a schön. And so suddenly start thinking, yeah, bah, don't do all that. Okay, so Argumentation und so weiter, we can always do that. You are already doing it. If you have anybody ready for topics like these, go ahead. Gibt es noch Fragen heute?
Ja, Sir, eine Frage.
Ja.
Sir, I don't know when to pronounce is a oder a. Whether the pronunciation for a is a oder a.
Give me a word.
Sir, I have to look for that word. I mean, there are some words in which the pronunciation is a, and in other words like apfel is a. I will look for the word, sir.
I'll give you, no, Apfel. There is a very, very simple rule here. Very simple rule. Follow that. Not rule, I'd rather say in a rich linear. Follow that. And it will make things easy for you. How do you pronounce the letter or the alphabet A in German?
A.
Use A wherever it is used. The letter A comes in.
Okay. That's the rule. Okay, sir.
Just follow that.
Yeah, because I'm following the pronunciation rule here.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
A will not be pronounced as A. Whereas if you have this here, sorry, what is this? Is this not coming? Wait, A. No, it's not coming. So I must have number lock. Yeah. No. Yeah, got it. This is A. A and A.
Okay, sir.
Actually, this is a combination of A and E together. For example, encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Pay. This is A and E together. I don't know whether you have seen this.
So you have already told us that if we forgot to apply the umlaut, then we can write E just after that word. So it will be considered equal.
Bad. This is bad. Let me see again. This is A, and you add a E here. This is umlaut A.
Yeah.
This is that A umlaut. A, the letter A plus E. If you have O, basically what you're writing is, no, here. O, and to this you add the E together, not separate.
In
If you're
writing.
in writing, handwritten,
Okay, okay.
handwritten. So this is your O umlaut. Similarly, if you have U, this is E together. And this is your U umlaut. Handwritten. If you don't know how to use the umlauts on the computer, then use A and E. So I don't know how to use the A umlaut. I'm new to the computer. I don't know how to type it. So I write encyclopedia. It's correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, this is simple.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So just use the rules of the alphabet. So our alphabet Aussprache should be correct.
Yes, sir.
A, B, C, D, S. C is S, not K. Let me tell you the problems here. Do you know what this word is pronounced in English? How this is pronounced?
In English,
Put.
put.
And this one?
Put.
No, this is Pat.
Pat. Okay.
Mm.
Double T.
The
In English,
same,
no?
yeah, the same U is used here. The moment you put another T,
Yeah, put.
the O becomes
Pat.
A. The O becomes A.
Pat.
English pronunciation is not consistent. A, B, C, D, E, F, und so weiter, und so weiter, und so weiter. A. We say A. How do you pronounce this? English?
Fall.
All. For. All.
Yes, sir.
We didn't say A. We didn't say fail. Fall.
Fell. Yeah.
All. Fall. The quality of that letter A has changed in English. Awe. Fall. Let's take another word.
Raw.
Mayor.
Air.
Yeah.
Or mayor. And let's take another word.
Last.
Last.
la, as, ne, a, o. Where is the consistency in the alphabet? You learned it as a, but you're pronouncing it as a.
In many words, alphabet in English. Like
So
this.
this
Yeah.
one, Zodan, the Aussprache in Hindi sind besser als English.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel
Yeah.
better. And don't
Yeah.
forget, in Hindi we have more alphabets.
Yes, sir.
Hindi and Indian languages have much more than what we have here. How many vowels here?
Thanks.
Fünf, no? This is a rule in all 5 vowels in
Yeah.
English. E, N, O,
Yeah.
U.
Yeah.
Also 5 Vokale im Deutschen auch.
Yeah.
Think of your mother tongue or your languages in Hindi, in India.
Viel mehr.
Short and long. Short and long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
let me give you an
ooh.
example.
A.
Problem when you only have 5 vowels. Wie heißt die Aussprache hier?
When?
When?
Wen, long,
Ein.
long, wen.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
English,
Wen
in
and
German, in Deutsch,
And,
na?
yeah, and here,
when.
then short.
Short. When the consonant is double. Yeah.
The vowel is the same, E.
Yeah.
Vowel is the same, E. This is
But
long here,
consonant is.
short here. So you have to now go by the word as to whether it is long or short. But our Indian languages, we already have that in our system. A, I, U. The short and long have been given in our alphabet itself. So it's easier for us to learn the short and long ones. So European languages, vor allem Deutsch und English, you have to go by the word in front of you to decide, is it long or is it short? What is written, you don't know whether it's long or short. Whereas in Hindi, the moment you see the word, or Indian languages, most of them, you see that letter, the short one and the long one, they are written differently. In German, in English, we don't write them differently. For example, you have this word. Can you give me the word pronunciation as you see it?
Ramayana.
Ramayana.
Ra.
Yeah.
So is it short or long? Ramayana.
Long.
Long.
Well done. Now, suppose as a German, I come to you and ask you, where can I get a copy of this book, famous Hindu book, Ramayana? Will you understand it the first time? Ramayana? Ich möchte
No,
das Buch Ramayana kaufen. Ramayana. Ramayana. A short, a short, a short, a short. Ramayana. I don't know whether it's long or short because I've written it in English. I've written the same word in German. Ramayana. Because I only have 5 vowels. I don't know that Ram is long, Rama is long, Ya is also long. I don't know that. Because I only have this single vowel A for short and long. Whereas if I write this in Indian script, be it Oriya or the Marathi or the Telugu or the Hindi, I'll put a long A after that. Matra is what's called.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Und A.
Yeah. Similarly, Germans also pronounce the word as Kerala. They don't use the same short one, Kerala. Sie kommt aus Kerala. Sie kommt aus Kerala. I would say sie kommt aus Kerala. I know Kerala is a short, both the vowels are short there. Kerala. Kerala क्या होता है? I've not heard of Kerala. Das ist ein Bundesstaat in Indien, Kerala. Kerala, Bundesstaat? Sowas gibt es bei uns nicht. Doch. Das liegt im Süden. Ah, Sie meinen Kerala. So the simple explanation, short form, once again, repetition, what you learned in the alphabet, stick to that. A.
Okay, sir.
Immer A. E is always A. Fair, de. A, B, C, D, E. Fair, gen. Stick to that. So, noch Fragen?
Nein, Sir. Danke, Sir.
Danke, Sir.
Danke,
Bitte.
Sir.
Dank.
Ich danke euch auch. Vielen Dank für das Mitmachen, für die Geduld und für das Interesse. So, wir
Ja,
treffen uns
vielen Dank, Sir.
Vielen Dank,
gleich.
Sir.
Vielen Dank.
Guten Appetit, Sir. Bis morgen.
Guten Abend. Bis
Bis
morgen.
morgen. Ja.
Bis morgen und gleichfalls guten Appetit.
Ja.
Ja.
I change it to German and say, lasst es euch schmecken.